Well, it's spring, the buds of the trees just starting to kind of bud and blossom out. Rains are here, though today is actually pretty nice. Approximately 60 degrees right now, which is, we like to see it. But with all this new change in climate and temperatures going on at the moment, because it's spring, what else is coming out? A whole new world of different creatures for us to explore. Let's see what we can find out there in the swamp. So you guys might not be able to hear this in the background right now, but I think I hear leopard frogs. Just really low. So maybe we'll see them. This is actually a really perfect watery wetland for them to come and breed. So let's see what we can find. I brought a net just in case. Here we go. A bunch of pond slime for us to look at. Let's check this out up close, guys. We got a tadpole. Right there's a tadpole. Let's go ahead and grab him. We got our first tadpole of the year here. Look at this. See it? We'll put him back, see what else is in here. We got ourselves a little water flea here. These are really interesting looking crustaceans. Look at all this duckweed. Ugh. Duckweed's that stuff that sits on top of the water. It kind of might at first look like algae, but it's like leafiated, foliated leaf-like stuff. And it is just really annoying. Perfect for these wetlands, but kind of annoying for someone like me. Love them though, I guess. Look at this little bitty snail. Go ahead and throw him back. See what else is in this just little pile. Like, that's why I love these, like going into swamps and kind of just scooping stuff out and putting it back, because you never know what you're gonna find. There's just an incredible diversity of invertebrates and even some vertebrates, like the tadpole we just saw. Pretty sure, by the way, that was a green frog tadpole. Look at the size of this little scud amphipod. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Look at him. Holy, oh my gosh, dude, how crazy was that? Look like a monster from another world. Oh, now this is sketch. Here's a worm. And I don't think it's an earthworm. Maybe it is. I don't know. Look how tiny that little worm is. You can only barely see it. I don't even know if my camera will focus on it because of how tiny it is. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. Jeez. Ooh, how cool. Ow, my butt. I got jabbed by a thorn bush. Oh my gosh, look at this. A little mussel. Take this guy out. He's big. Put him back. Almost at. Some eggs on this little oak leaf in here. I'm not entirely sure what they're from, but I almost wonder if they're from these amphipods. Just such a cool array of different aquatic inverts like scuds, worms, amphipods, beetles, and even snails and mussels, which is kind of crazy. I mean, to the naked eye, the animals that you're seeing here, like, creepy. They look like they are from the Black Lagoon or from some horror movie. I don't know if that's the name of a horror movie or not, because I don't really watch horror, but it looks like something that would come out of straight of a horror movie, and it's right here. All this beautiful life. There's a bird right there even that literally just flew up. But I know what you're wondering. What does it look like under the water over there? Well, I'm gonna actually put you guys under there with this camera. You guys tell me what you see. Ooh, this is actually what I'm worried about here. There's a tick, little deer tick, Ixodes scapularis, climbing up my finger. Now these guys can give you a nasty disease known as Lyme disease. It takes them several hours to connect. I'm actually gonna flick them off, and then connect and then get the disease of Lyme disease to transfer over to you. But I am not taking any chances, and I am 100% gonna have to check myself later for deer ticks, which always, if you guys go out for hikes, always check yourself for deer ticks. Gosh, there's a lot of just random, There's just a lot of random animals I'm seeing around here. Some birds, saw some wood ducks. We saw those American coots, which are like really cool because they're gruiforms. And if you don't know what gruiforms are, the word gruiform is an order that basically means crane-like creatures. So they're actually really closely related to cranes, like the Sandhills crane that we saw in an earlier video this year. A lot of times people get confused with the difference between cranes and herons, like the great blue heron, which is a kind of predominantly really well-known bird in the area here, is that herons are actually pelicaniforms, whereas cranes are gruiforms. Cranes or gruiforms are animals that are crane-like. That includes rails and coots, like that guy that we're seeing right here. The other thing is that herons, like I said, are pelicaniforms, more closely related to pelicans than cranes, the more you know. Hopefully I don't fall in. Really not wanting to fall in here. Ah! Whoop, whoop. Just trying not fall in here. Trying not fall in. I'm not sure why I'm doing this because I'm gonna have a hard time turning around and going back. Birds around me just being like, get him out of there! He doesn't belong! Watch out, danger! Check myself for ticks over and over tonight. Ow, ooh, thorns. Yeah, let's go to the next spot. Pretty cool, like right here is a muskrat. These guys are semi-aquatic rodent species that really love these wetland forests here. And you'll see them along the bank, sometimes covering or carrying sticks with them as they go to create and build their hut, especially here in the early spring. Another really cool animal that you see pretty much year round, maybe not as much in the winter, but especially in spring as they're getting ready to breed and mate and all that jazz. That's a cool thing to see. To the next thing! Guys, literally right here are a couple of really well-known, I think, spring birds that are known for getting high off of the plants that they eat, but that's neither here nor there. Some cedar waxwings. Now they get their name basically because they have a beautiful cedar-esque color waxwing look to them. They're right now looking for food in the brush in front of us. And it's really cool to be able to see them because to me, they're like the first real sign of warmer weather on the horizon. That's cool. I'm gonna lose my camera here. Well, we've seen both the good and the bad of early spring. We've seen the good, the beautiful birds, the incredible wildlife that hides in the bottom of these swamps. And then we've seen the bad, which in my opinion would be the deer ticks. Nobody likes a deer tick, nobody wants Lyme disease. So I guess a little quick PSA before we end the video here is that if you go anywhere outside this year, check yourself for ticks, even if you're in an area where there aren't the black-legged tick or say the deer tick, which is the same thing, just a different common name, Ixodes scapularis. But there are other ticks and all of them have different little terrible diseases that you definitely don't want. And so check yourself, have someone else check you if you can to make sure that you do not have any tick diseases or ticks coming at you. Now the nice thing is, like I said, it takes a while for these ticks to bite and to transfer Lyme disease, but there are other diseases that they can transfer. So check yourself as soon as humanly possible, which as soon as I get home, I'm doing. I'm gonna check myself over through and through. That was so cool. We're checking out all these different spots. And right here is a little muskrat just chewing on its food. And then out there is a pied-billed grebe. You can see him, he's like right there. He or she, I guess I can't tell from here to be honest. Both so adorable though, how cool is that? Look at all those American coots, holy cow. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these American coots, which again are gruiforms, which are more closely related to cranes than pretty much anything else. Really cool. Dude, an osprey nest. There's what looks like might be a parent. I don't know if they have babies just yet, but it's at least making its nest. Dude, how cool is that? Oh, that's pretty neat. But it's been a beautiful day. being able to explore another amazing wetland. We saw American coats, we saw all kinds of really cool animals. A little tadpole, which was a cool and exciting thrill to see. Thrill, I think it's a thrill. And then of course we saw the turtles. The painted turtles, that is. The trees are beginning to bud, everything's starting to get warm and green again, and with that comes more real wild adventures. So as always, guys, if you like these videos, make sure you guys are hitting that like button and the subscribe to make sure you're part of the Real Wild Adventure family. We have content coming out literally every day. Thanks again for watching, guys, and as always, keep it real, keep it wild, and I'll see you guys in my next Real Wild Adventures here on Real Wild Adventure.